Um, I have a question if that's okay.
Yeah, please, Tanya.
Um, what do you think that integration after awakening is actually like something real, or is it just another idea or concept?
Yeah, I was talking to Leela about this today. We have like these marathon 2 and 3 hour phone calls, and we always arrive at it's paradoxical because it's both. Your your true nature doesn't need anything, like God doesn't need anything, and yet there is, at least here, and I would say for Leela too, a deepening.
Hmm. Yeah. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, that sort of makes sense. It's just I've just uh heard a few speakers talking about it, but it's like, yeah, like as you say, like uh you don't actually need anything, but yet this still seems to be something that's um I don't know, like it's just like still like um old conditioning
Hmm.
coming up, but like it's just like it's not appearing to anybody, but it still appears.
Beautiful. Yeah, well said, Tanya. It's free to play out, and it will play out however it plays out.
Yeah. Because actually today, for the first time in a long time, I there was just a very big fear reaction to a sort of a largest dog on a leash, and I actually went in full fight or flight mode, and um, once I got inside, um, I was like breathing really fast, like I'd ran there, and I had to sit down because it was just like the body just went nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was, yeah, it's actually interesting just to feel that and just to watch it happening. Is like that was just all it was all just happening from the I actually shouted at the person, just wait a minute, just let me get past before you carry on, because yeah.
I'm just thinking here, the question, is there anything happening to me?
That's a good question. All right, let's see. Is there anything happening to me?
It's like an adorable question. I love it.
Well, it has to be all about me, so the question has to be all about
All
me.
about me. It's all about me. It's all about this.
Yeah, very egocentric.
Oh yeah. The funny thing about like the me and the words that go along with it is it's just words, but there's like things that aren't just words. You can't describe them, but you know what's happening right now is real. You could say that, but it go farther than that. Who there's like invention land.
Well, invention land is the domain of the imagination.
Yeah, the brain.
It's so it doesn't have to go away. It's just getting clarity on the difference between you, God,
Yes.
versus the imagination. Like God doesn't come and go. In our imagination, like when you're sleeping, you know, like the imagination is constantly, changing. And so there could be like a desire in you, like a kindle, like a little fire that wants to know itself, but it doesn't want the mind's bullshit story. It wants to actually, like, what am I actually? Like, I want to
Mm-hmm.
be what I actually am, so I'm not confused.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to say something. Oh my gosh. I've I don't even know where to start, but I have been really feeling like this body wants to be alone a lot. And because it feels more real, like I'm in touch with the reality of my own energy. And it's like who I am, like the thoughts are more aligned with the truth of who I am instead of the world's version.
Yeah.
And so the world's version of who I am, people are just they're not really seeing me. They only see their image, that might an image of me, like their version.
Well, I don't mean to be rude, but who cares?
Yeah.
I've noticed that if I'm alone, it feels better sometimes because I can only be
Yeah.
considerate of my own desires and needs. And if with you're someone else, it's like your desire and needs, you have to be considerate of both because you guys are together in the same space. So sometimes it takes extra effort because sometimes you just want to be selfish and just
Yeah.
your own shit. Just take care of yourself purely, only
Mhm.
whatever you want.
Well, I have a
Yeah, there's no
little,
distractions, right?
yes,
Yeah.
exactly. I have like, because I think those of us that are highly sensitive, and
Yeah.
not everybody is, it's a spectrum. It's a spectrum. But if you're highly sensitive, then you need that alone time just to chill out.
Yeah,
It could
and
be. Keep
it's
going.
it when somebody else's have these expectations, I know I shouldn't care about other people's expectations, but it does distract me off my energy to align with their energy. And it's just an old conditioning.
Yeah, but that's not what this message is saying.
That's right. Yeah, okay.
It's not saying that you shouldn't care. It's saying there's already no one there
There's no one there doing it.
to care. But you can go ahead and care. Like the caring is fine, but there's no one there doing it.
Exactly. And there's a forgetting of that. Like it feels like there's real people talking with, it's like, feels,
Yeah. Well, that's what the imagination does. It divides what's whole into the many.
But where does this imagination come from? Who owns the imagination? If it's not me, because there's no me, so it must be that whatever it is we're referring to is the imagination, or that which can't be defined is imagining.
right.
Well, the whole idea right there,
Yeah.
it's saying that it is coming from somewhere or that it's owned by something is imagination itself. So it's not really that,
There
not
it
even
is.
that imagination is imagining, it's just imagining it happening.
Yes.
That's like where all the stories come from, man. Without the imagination, we wouldn't even like have all these nice conversations. We'd
Yeah.
still be like,
So we wouldn't even know what
not
that
near as
means.
cool, man.
Wow.
Then we couldn't even talk about that having meaning either. We wouldn't be saying, what
Yeah,
does that
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
We just repeat it back to each other.
So you're saying just imagining is just happening?
Just seems to be, that's what it seems to be, yeah. I mean, if you just look at it, there's nothing really there. If you look for the owner or source, you won't find anything. You just find more imagination happening.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it's
freely
like
expressing, sorry,
no, you go.
freely expressing our being, it feels like there's more clarity that is revealed. And the more there's a contraction or a hiding of expressing, then there's less clarity and more, I don't know, more tendency to live in suffering. But it's all, nobody's doing it. It's just, there seems to be options.
Well, that's what the imagination is. Like, you guys know what the Russian dolls are?
Yes.
So you open one up and there's one inside. And then you open that one up and
Mhm.
there's one inside. And like, it's unbelievable the amount they can fit in there. Like, it's like, feels like it's endless. And so that's kind of like the imagination.
Yeah.
It's endless. Every word will lead you to another word.
Associations, right? Yeah.
But there's no one though controlling the imagination. So what we call imagination, and we can look out and see the world, that's the imagination. You're saying then that that's just happening, is just happening. And so the question I always have, do I, as the separate being I think I am, have any control over that imagination, or is it just sit there and you're imagined, everything's imagined, just hang out there?
Okay, so let's
Yeah.
pretend
Yeah.
you have control, Don.
Okay.
Now what?
Now, well, what I would say, then I could imagine, I would have the power or the ability to imagine whatever it is that I would choose to imagine.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, if that were true, then I could imagine anything in my life and have that appear.
So is there lots of desire for you, Dawn?
Well, of
Like, do you have a
course.
lot of desire?
Well, of course.
Just wondering.
Oh God, yes.
Well,
Yeah.
it's different for everyone.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
that
okay.
was good. That was a good, Nina. That was good. That's it really, there's nothing wrong with desires. I just want to
Yeah.
like preface
Yeah.
this.
I'm not judging them.
Yeah, we're
No.
not.
Yeah.
But I am gonna say but. I'm gonna stick my big ass but.
What's up?
Take that butt.
Okay.
What was seen here, so to say, was that what I was looking for wasn't in desires.
Hmm.
Yeah. And I could say also that even looking at it when and talking about this imagination, it sounds like I know something about it. It's just all the claims that seem to come up about imagination, all that I learned about imagination, all that I seem to experience about it and put it into word, didn't really make a whole lot of sense after a while. And then I started to just to look at what was there, and then that seemed just to see if those claims were really true. And then I found that they weren't true. So even trying to express this sounds like I'm explaining some kind of truth, and there really isn't anything there. I'm just saying what seems to be happening. Imagination seems to be happening because I can't really pinpoint what's actually happening there. It's just imagination seems to be happening. There's nothing more I can say about it. Even the idea of me having an imagination seems to have arisen in the imagining, and I had no control over that whatsoever.
Hmm.
There wasn't a me sitting there deciding, how am I going to imagine this myself and having an imagination. It just started happening.
For
And it's
me,
kind of
oh, sorry.
right. Well, I mean, it's beautiful in that it even seems to happen at all because it's not. It seems limiting, but at the same time, it reflects so much in different ways that it seems to reflect infinity itself. So it's not really finite, but yet it looks like yet appears like it's finite. It comes and it goes and speaks of things, little things here and there, makes differences and distinctions and all that.
Like, what do we really want if we already have it? Like,
Well,
for
we don't.
like being real, that's all I want.
Yeah, exactly. So that's like, but the thing is, it's got to be nailed down like that. For me, the fact that I wasn't clear on my true nature was the suffering.
Mm. Yeah, same here. I didn't understand the struggling at all the struggling and striving and the need for it.
My struggling comes from other people. It's what their problems, their stuff. It is. It seems that way. But on my own, I'm fine. And then, but
Yeah,
but I'm alone a lot. And I'm
that's
thinking, well,
okay.
is that a problem?
No
Like,
way.
No.
Is it a
because
problem for you?
we've been gaslit all our lives.
Yeah, it's an argument. I love that.
Haven't we been gaslit all our lives about what we should do and
Oh yeah.
what would make us happy and what would make us successful or whatever?
Yeah.
There's a lot of money in that gaslighting.
And we believe these thoughts, these.
And what you're saying too, and I seem to go through that same thing too, where I went into the suffering and I couldn't even call it suffering anymore because it didn't feel
Yeah.
like any suffering. It just felt like aliveness, and it was just being labeled suffering, and
Mm.
all these stories were being projected upon it. And then it made so much sense why it felt like suffering. But yet, when it was felt at its core, at its rawness of the immediacy of it happening, it just felt like aliveness. It didn't feel like suffering. Um, and then after that,
Exactly.
yeah, and then
You
after
can't
that,
tell people that.
no, because then that would have all these people still coming to me insisting they were suffering, and then and it's like, and then looking at them and how they're struggling with it so much, and then it looks like suffering to me, and I'm like, well, I get it, but you're actually trying to avoid something. If you just go right into that, you find out there's really nothing there that's suffering. There is no real suffering happening.
That's beautiful, Gregory.
Like
But you can't tell that to a sufferer.
real feelings actually is the cure for suffering.
Yeah, just feeling them, and there's really
But
nothing to it.
it's not feeling them that we suffer.
Yeah, we try to avoid it and get away. That's what I was doing for many years, even using non-duality concepts to get away from it, just to get away from those unwanted feelings that we call
Yeah.
unwanted, which were very scary. Some of them were the scariest one of all was the hopelessness, the helplessness, that feeling.
Yeah. So one of the things Leela and I were talking about today was seeing the perfection of your journey. That as
Mm.
painful as
Mm.
it may seem to have been and may still be,
Mm.
it's absolutely perfect.
Mhm.
Yeah.
My mind would argue with that.
Oh, they will. Yeah, the mind will. Oh, the
Of
mind
course.
definitely will argue with that.
Of course.
Has nothing to argue with though.
Yeah.
Like whatever it tries to give, it's just invalid.
Like, who's it arguing with, right?
Yeah.
Itself.
Well, yeah. You'll hear some will just say like there's a part of us deep down that really wants to suffer. It really loves to suffer. And that
Yeah,
used to
yeah.
sound so insane to me. Like there's no part of me that wants to suffer until I looked at it. And then I was like, wait, there is a part. There is a part in there, but it's being projected and repressed so deeply that it seems unconscious. It seems completely unconscious. And so when I was saying like there's no part of me that wants to suffer, that was very genuine in saying that because I wasn't seeing that part that was deep down there holding on to it because the whole fear, the me was holding on to that fear. Without that fear, there's no me. And then talking about this, even talking about there's no self, and some people hear that very differently, and they think, oh, they get into the whole debate of there being a self or no self, and it's a stupid debate, and they're not really hearing what's being pointed to and saying there's just no self. They're not denying that there's this aliveness. There's clearly this aliveness. It's very obvious. How can you deny it? Because any denial that pops up, there it is, right there. It's alive as that denial.
Yeah.
There's no denying it, but whether they think the self thinks the self is everything. It thinks, well, there's just the self. That's all I know is the self. But it's really not there. If you look for the self, it's quite elusive. You won't find one, but you will find aliveness. That's all there is this aliveness that seems to be happening. And then where can you find the dividing lines on it that says, oh, this body from that body is separate? What's separating anything from anything else? It's just all popping up in this field
Wow.
of experience. And it's a pretty full experience. If you look at it, it's just full. And without the labels, it's just like, wow. But with the labels, then it's like, it's bullshit.
Just a tree. Just
Yeah,
a
it's just
tree.
seen that tree a
Same
hundred
old,
times.
same old.
I've
Ah.
seen it. I know what that is.
Yeah,
Next.
it's like kills
I
the
don't know.
aliveness.
I don't know why it's so funny. Like anytime the joke of whatever the fuck we're talking about is hilarious. Like it's how I try to make a video on it for YouTube. I'm just like laughing the whole time. I'm trying to say something, and I'm like, okay. And I'm just laughing again, and then I try to say something else, and then I just.
That'd be me starting over and over and over and over, starting the
And
video
he's
over a
sorry.
hundred times.
Like, I really got nowhere.
Yeah.
So there is no fear really. It's just aliveness, just like there's just colors, uh, and even they're like they're not static either. It's like like they move and change, and it's just all like there's no boundaries.
Mhm.
Like you look at your hand, it's just colors, and there's like might be like tingling and like sensations and that, but it's not solid.
Right. Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
we're talking about, right? Is like the sense present. You say hand, and then what are you really talking about? You're talking about those
yeah.
sensations, one sight, and the feeling, whatever else that there is about it. You're looking at the shape and all the sensations of thought, what's putting all the names on it, and but really, where does it begin and end? Where's the hand and where's the rest of the body? If I cut that off, is there's still a parent body there even without a hand? So where does it begin or end? It's just labeling it into, oh, that's a part and that's a part, and but what we essentially are talking about is just this direct experience of sensations happening.
And then
In-
there's no boundary between like knowing or awareness of the sensation and the sensation. So it's really just knowing
Yeah.
or awareness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been looking at this a lot lately. It's quite cool.
Yeah, I can tell because it's the way you're speaking about it, and it's pretty open, and you're speaking beyond all the concepts of all that. So, yeah, it's quite beautiful to you see it. See, you see the wonder come back in when all that knowing seems to just kind of
Mhm.
dies away now. That's that imagination that seems so fixed and so solid. So then
Very
you got this
soft.
wonder, like, what is this really? No one really knows, and but you still, if the body gets sick, and there's nothing wrong with taking it to the doctor. You know, you smash your hand, telling somebody you smashed your hand is just fine. There's no problem. It's very
Very
practical, the
soft,
language.
like very soft and like subtle wonder. It's like it's not dramatic at all. It's just like, huh. You guys know what I mean? It's simple. And I think that's sometimes why the mind overlooks it at times because it's trying to find something dramatic
Yeah.
and insane. You could
Once
get
you,
that. You could take shrooms or like watch an insane fucking movie or watch a terrible accident, but it's not like that all the time. Things are generally very, very, very peaceful and still and not that intense.
that's beautiful. That's like that comes back to the whole desire thing too. Like because that's what the mind's doing is looking for some kind of excitement to feel alive, and yet here's this aliveness right here.
Mhm.
Mm. The desire thinks it's going to make it better. I want it better because it feels so dead when you have all that knowledge. When you think you know all this stuff, you don't even realize how much all that knowledge that you've collected and you believe to be so real, so factual, how it seems to like deaden everything, deaden this aliveness, and how it seems to limit it until it kind of releases and lets go, and then it's just full on alive.
It's like the awareness is stuck up there in Storyland. It's
Yeah,
pinging off all the neurons. It's like, whoa, this AI network is so cool. There's concepts, and then for a moment it stops that
yeah,
and just drops into whatever the fuck is happening right now with all
yeah,
your senses, seven
yeah,
senses.
yeah. Yeah.
Awareness is like, yeah, fuck, there's a whole world out here, dude. You guys know that? And no, no one knows that. No,
Yeah.
because you don't need to. It's immediately experienced.
Isn't that beautiful? Because then something happens to the body, you go to the doctor, and they can handle with it all the knowledge
Yeah,
they have. I don't have to know all
yeah.
this.
It's all automatic, and then
Yeah,
it's beautiful that we don't think so, because
yeah,
that makes for some good story.
yeah.
I like thinking about like how much nonverbal communications humans have. Just the subtle movements that we use to communicate with one another that we don't even think about. And it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Take
Uh,
an infant that has no knowledge, no language whatsoever, and they communicate beautifully with their emotions, with just expressing their
yeah.
emotions. They don't even know
Or
they're
just,
expressing emotions.
Hmm.
just literally walking through a crowd is a huge amount of nonverbal communication.
Yeah,
You could say excuse me, but it's like you're moving around and everyone's aware of one another. You like kind of slightly tap someone to get them out of the way. It's kind of fun. And then,
I just
like I
push
like
them.
like
Get out of
I
my way.
like poking them with one finger, like
Just kidding.
pushing them out of the way with one finger, like it's like very gently. She's like, go away. It's like move out of my way.
do it on their forehead. They like that more.
He goes, girl, you're gonna be acne.
Oh,
Can you imagine a stranger coming up and just like poking your forehead? No way.
The brain doesn't like that too much.
so Gregory Miller. I was
Yes.
thinking about yesterday upon the lines of like what y'all are talking about, you two, Tanya. Um, and I was thinking about the different non-duality words and if they make sense to me. And I think a lot of them make sense. But one of them, but first of all, I think there is something real here.
Hmm.
And then there is an illusion as a separate thing. What's
Yeah.
real is just here.
Yeah.
And then the illusion is every other word, which makes it's like the iceberg, right? Like tip the iceberg.
Hmm.
So it's like no wonder. I mean, we have to live down in Storyland. But yeah, it's still automatic,
Yeah. For
and it's hard to
communication
see that.
purposes,
It's hard to
yeah.
see that. What's that?
Yeah, for communication purposes and expressing this, yeah. So it's quite
Yeah,
beautiful
yeah, it's
when you see
part of
it.
it.
Yeah, it's there's no longer a need to like latch onto it and try to make it factual and make it permanent.
Exactly.
It's just it can free
Yeah.
flow as impermanence and it's beautiful. And at the same time, the impermanence reveals the permanence that you really can't see, touch, or anything or say anything about. Even calling it permanence
Mm.
seems kind of ridiculous, but it's fine to call it that. You know, we're just pointing to something that really can't be expressed in words. It's beyond words already, but all the words are appearing in it as it.
It's like if you told Chat GPT, pretend like you're 4 billion different people with different personalities, and then let them talk to each other and just output that text or something. That's basically what's going on right now.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like, dude, look, they all think they're.
Yeah.
It's like
Well,
just because
well,
they can talk at the same time doesn't mean it's
yeah.
separate.
Yeah, see, that's beautiful right there that you're pointing out
Like
there. There's no
God.
real limitation there. It's just like the imagination has the ability to appear as all these different people with their own
Yeah,
imaginations.
yeah.
Yeah, but mind, like mind
Infinitely,
projects
maybe
itself as a
both
me,
ways.
and then
Yeah.
it projects itself as a me with a mind, and then it battles with its own self and says, "Oh, I have this problem with my mind."
And then he seeks enlightenment so it can hopefully kill himself one day and then
Yeah, yeah,
realize nothing actually died. It's just a bunch of thoughts.
yeah. But they're already dead.
Oh yeah, they're just made up. They're literally
Yeah,
equivalent to zero.
yeah,
But they're cool.
yeah,
I love them. It's
yeah.
beautiful. I can't get rid of them
Yeah. I love being able to express these
permanently.
words now, but I went through that whole stage too, where I just wanted to shut up for a while. I wanted the mind to shut up, and but that was just mind, and seeing that, oh, that's mind doing that. That's mind playing its
Yeah,
own
yeah,
game.
yeah. Maybe it's not as bad after it's just seeing that the thoughts really don't matter.
Yeah.
I find there's a lot of thoughts right now, and I'm very overwhelmed.
Mhm.
You
You can be
mean
very
Yeah.
this exact moment or in general?
Yeah, right now, like I'm very overstimulated.
Okay,
What you
so
got? Let's go.
There's
That's
just
a
a
bit of
lot of
it too.
stories. There's just a lot going on right now, and I'm just feeling
yeah,
overwhelmed.
yeah. No, I
Mm,
agree.
yeah.
I
Wow.
agree. Yeah,
That's my real truth right now.
yeah.
Thanks for speaking
Send
your
in
truth.
hugs.
Yes.
Send in
And
hugs.
that's real.
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
Hugs.
I'm
I'll give
feeling
you a
it.
hug.
That's all. I'm just sharing.
Yeah. So yeah, there's like a wordless presence here
Hmm.
that when we're active in the mind, it's just not, we're not in touch. So
Yeah. Hmm.
like
Mm.
the more time you spend with it, like there could be a desire um to spend time getting to know your true nature. Because you've
Yeah.
spent so much time getting to know mind, let's say. But how much time have you spent with yourself?
All right.
Yeah, it's very peaceful and
Ah,
I noticed that the overwhelming sensation, at least here, I used to get that a lot because the mind wants to get somewhere.
well, you
It-
talk really fast, Gregory, and
oh yeah,
and my mind can't like keep up.
yeah, I get it. Yeah,
Yeah. And
yeah.
I notice when I'm
Yeah.
like if I go on a date or something and the guy just wants to tell stories, I
How
can't.
does that go?
It's like it goes over my head
Just
and he's
shut up.
telling details, like telling me where I could travel in the UK.
I can't stand those either.
And
Oh my
I'm just like,
God.
oh my God.
See, I live in the deep South now in Tennessee, and I'm originally from California, so I speak fast. So a lot of people out here are always telling me that, like, "Whoa, hold on."
I can picture that, Greg. That's so funny,
Yeah,
man.
I love accents, guys. Like, I love howdy, y'all. Change it up. Y'all
Yeah.
like this
Howdy,
one?
y'all.
yeah,
Y'all like this? Make all
But
your
it's always
vowels
coming back to
enunciated.
the
Still
heart.
doesn't mean we're separate, okay? You just think you are, okay? Just like me. I think I am.
But
But
before I used to focus outward and look at the person and judge that person about all of the things I was thinking and projecting onto
yeah,
them.
yeah.
And now I'm going, oh, I'm just going in and noticing.
Yeah.
Mm, perfect.
Yeah,
It's just a
beautiful.
noticing of what's happening immediately right here. And then from that place, a decision can come, whether
Yeah.
I want to continue or I don't have to continue. But to
Right.
be real with that instead of
Right.
Yeah.
Honoring it.
pretending.
Right. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's more in alignment with who I am. And I feel like that resonance with myself is kind of that, like I don't know, it's like the voice for the self that has no voice.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah. There
like
used to be
nature. You said nature or something? True nature. You know what's
nature.
great about the word true nature? Nature's the only thing I can like. Nature like has some kind of magnetism where it just pulls you into the place where words don't exist. And so true nature, that's really what you are.
Yeah.
Is that infiniteness expressing itself as a bunch of great thoughts.
Yeah.
Always, it seems, until they stop, I guess. You know, it's
Yeah,
great.
true thoughts. Like
Beautiful.
it doesn't
Yeah.
have to be they're neither good nor bad. They're just true thoughts in that moment.
Yeah.
And then they're gone.
Then they're gone. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I used to
Yeah.
feel that way, same way. But I struggled a long time with psychological projection, and then it seemed when I saw it, then I was like, okay, I'm free of this. But then I was always feeling like I was being projected upon, and I struggled for a long time with that until I realized they're just expressing. They're just expressing something. It really has nothing to do with me. It has something to do within them, and they're just trying to communicate that. And then that seemed to break loose of all the need to fight back with them to no set them straight and all that kind of stuff. It was like, and I could actually hear them more clearly that way. Even if they couldn't hear themselves, they're still projecting. And I'm just like, no, I hear you. I hear what you're saying. And they're like, no, it's you. It's you. Like, well, that's just how this brain seems to work. I'm sorry.
Dude, Gregory, it's so paradoxical too, because I absolutely judge people probably harder than I've ever done in my life. Like I'm very like full on conviction, like, yeah, they're terrible, terrible person.
Yeah.
Well,
And I
that's what
make
Trump
judgments
just
all the
said
time,
today.
like automatically. Yeah, it's like automatic. But I'll laugh. I'll laugh like when I notice it. I'm like, holy shit, dude! My brain just
Yeah.
it's like that was. I'll see, Greg. You were talking about. So I'll see the outside perspective, like how you're saying, in parallel with the perspective that's very unhealthily wanting to get like revenge or something. Then the
Yeah.
outside perspective, like, oh, that's cute. This character is like very upset and animal like now and wants to get revenge, but that's not the healthy prefrontal cortex kicks in. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
not
Once
the
the nervous
best.
system
And
kicks
all
in,
the thoughts get weighed evenly more now.
yeah. Once this nervous system kicks into protection mode, they're not going to hear you anymore anyway.
Oh yeah, thoughts don't matter either.
No.
That's so true, man.
Yeah.
No.
They're just in protective mode at that point, and you're just the enemy and something that's a threat
Yeah.
to them at that point. And
Just reacting.
yeah, the
Kind of.
only way to actually even speak to that is to speak to that emotion, to speak to the nervous system, not to the mind. They're not
For
going to hear it.
sure.
Their mind is not going to even come through. It's just that like it's in full on protection mode at that time.
Take
Yeah.
a deep breath.
That's the training. Take a deep
Yeah.
breath.
Thank you.
You can try to get your prefrontal cortex back online.
But
Yeah,
but since there is nobody out there, there's no separation between me and the person, nobody to judge, nobody to hear me or not hear me. It's just the imagination happening. So I think getting caught in I'm judging this person, da da da, and they're thinking this, and da da da, is a nice way to explain it. And I agree with that, but it's not even that. That's not true. That's just a story of how we
well, it seems true.
It's made out of
how we
words. You got
explain
it.
something that cannot be explained.
Right. Well, it seems true in the moment because all our words are just trying to reflect something that seems to be happening. That's all it's
It's all
trying
an
to do.
illusion. Words are an
Yeah.
illusion, yes.
Yeah.
But
But is
every
that the
party has a
intention?
pooper, so we're just trying to say, let's
What's
go
the
with it.
intention?
Part
What's
No,
of
I'm
the
that's a
teasing.
intention?
That was a tease.
everyone is a party poops.
Every party has a pooper. No, what I love about you, Don, is you'll break any like dimension we're in, and then all of a sudden I'm in like 12th dimension. Oh shit, he's right. Like floating off into space now. Because yeah, you're right. It's all bullshit in a sense.
To the mind, you're being a party pooper, and
But yeah.
Thank you. It's fun. It's fun. To me, it's
I
like
don't believe
real
any of you
reality
guys.
is that.
I don't
Real
believe
reality is that.
anybody. I
I
don't
can't.
believe you guys at all.
I don't believe myself, man.
Like
Don't
I
listen.
don't.
Don't listen. Cover your ears.
I'm like, everybody's talking. I'm going, do I have to believe him? Do I have to believe you? Do I have to believe you? Do I have to believe her?
what says it's about a belief anyway?
Like, why are you talking? I don't know what's going on. I'm so mixed up.
I've done the same thing. The character's gonna talk. He doesn't give a shit, especially when nothing
Everybody's
matters. So
talking, and it's almost like, well, that's all
it'll
ego,
just
isn't
go
it?
off. I try to control it sometimes.
Good luck.
No.
I've tried to just always be here now. It just like a fucking eventually you're like, this is bullshit. I want donuts. I need to go back into the non now.
Hey, Casey, take a breath. Guys, let's just take a breath, please.
Yeah,
Thank
there's
you.
a
Yeah,
lot of
Kate.
stuff going on.
Yeah. Sometimes we get a little excited.
It's just the imagination.
I'm feeling very stimulated.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for having the courage to point that out.
Like, that's a lot.
Well, it is funny to me. Like, I kind of feel like I know what Nina's like pointing at because really this whole meeting is about it's not in the words.
Yeah, I'm feeling the energy more than hearing the words.
What does that energy feel like, Nina, if I can ask?
Right now, like I am like overstimulated.
How does that feel? If I can ask, how does
It's
that feel?
intense. It's intensity.
How does that feel in the body, if I can ask?
It feels like sizzling, like a steak on a grill.
Mm,
Okay.
Like I'm just sizzling.
wow.
And that's not a good feeling, right? I'm
Well,
assuming that,
it's
or
you
for you.
know, I've lived with it for a lot of my
Yeah.
life. So
Okay.
it's very familiar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
But I don't like it.
Yeah. Got it. I'm with you.
um, it's when I get into groups and everybody's talking at once, I don't know what I'm doing there. Like, what am I doing here? Like
Yeah.
the question pops up
Yeah.
Beautiful.
because I can't hear myself. I can't feel myself. I can't do like it's like I'm sucked into this vortex of energy and it's not mine. It's something else or something. It doesn't feel like resonance with
Yeah.
what I'm used to
Yeah.
within myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. It can feel a bit frenetic. And what you are, right? God, your essence is the word prior,
Mm.
prior to words.
Kind of like a tornado, where the wind it's all swirling around and it's all chaotic, and then in the middle it's the eye of the storm, and then it's like losing that eye of the storm. You just get caught up in just the tornado itself.
Oh, yeah.
It's like you forget that you're not the tornado, you're not that energy. It's just swirling about. You're also that which in which it all appears in.
Yeah. So I always get down to this. So in a state of frantic, I'll use the word frantic, and I know that space real well. I always go, okay, and then there's the eye of the franticness, the eye that is still, okay. But in the state of franticness, when you're in it, and you've been in it for a half an hour, and you're going nuts, how is there, except just waiting, is there a way to shift that franticness so that it feels better? And if so, what is it that's going to do that?
Well, what's noticing that franticness?
Honesty shifts
Say
it.
more.
Like just expressing what's right now, what is, that seems to shift it.
Okay, fine. So just being honest, being truthful, like you said. Okay, got it. Very beautiful. What?
Like I'm
So
feeling agitated right now. That's all I'd have to say, and
right,
that will shift the energy.
right. So I'm asking, yeah. So if I feel frantic,
Mhm.
and I know I'm feeling frantic, if I then speak the truth and say I am frantic, I'm looking at, isn't that me doing something? Or there's some sense that I thought I was frantic. It doesn't feel good. I don't want to be frantic. So I will do this beautiful technique. I will speak the truth. I will dive into it. I will speak the truth, and then it will go away. I'm wondering, it looks like there's a doing there, and I'm trying to figure out where it can be
You're
done
just
without
giving
the
it
doing.
space. You're just giving it space.
But who's giving it the space is what I'm asking.
Well,
I'm getting down to that. I'm not trying to be
yeah, there's
argumentative.
nobody doing it.
Out.
It's just happening.
So
Rather than saying I am frantic, just notice that there's a frantic energy happening. Then you'll get,
Acknowledgement,
yeah, just
recognition.
acknowledging, right? You're not identifying with it. You're just noticing it because it came out of nowhere and
Notice.
it's happening. So there's a franticness that's here, and then if you just notice that, you'll notice a relaxation kind of steps in because you're no longer identifying with it. You're not saying I am frantic, so there's no war with it trying to undo the franticness. Instead, it just naturally precipitates at that point.
I,
And you have full permission to feel it and to express it and to have it honored by everyone in the group. Instead of being told that you shouldn't feel that way.
Right.
Right.
Which is ridiculous because you're feeling that way already. So,
but it's still, I still
but people do it.
Yeah, they do. Because they're trying to escape it.
But this is the safe space.
Right. I still keep hearing this from over here as an agenda. And I'm wondering, that's not, imagination would have no agenda, it would seem, but it's the agenda. Once again, I'm not feeling good. I speak the truth to a bunch of lovely human beings that can hear it, no doubt. And then the franticness calms down. But that seems to be an agenda, unless that just happened. It just happened. So if you're in a frantic mood, you just wait. Sometimes it'll happen. Sometimes it won't. My question is there any way to intervene in that? Or are some people just destined to be frantic forever? Because if you had no choice, it could just be forever. Does that make sense what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, but I have to just jump in here because if I may, it's actually much simpler.
Okay. Yeah. Please.
So when like Nina was saying how she felt just in this moment. So Dawn, how are you feeling just now?
Well, I feel very well right now.
Then
that's what it is.
What else is there?
That's the actuality. So the talking about trying to get free of the franticness, that's the imagination running, trying to create an agenda, trying to create a motive behind all that so it can be free of it. That's resistance, really. There's nothing wrong with resistance either. It's just what seems to be happening. Once you can see that, then there's not even a battle with resistance anymore. It's allowed to happen.
Right? Because you just admitted, oh, I'm fine, Michael. I'm fine right now.
In this
But as
moment.
soon as you get up into the stories and concepts, boom, voila, problem.
Then you're not fine again.
Yeah.
So if franticness comes up later,
Mhm.
you say it's just coming back to this. I'm lost again. Sorry, I missed it.
We're
I
saying,
will be frantic later, probably more than
no later.
Okay.
There's just this.
This.
There's just now.
Oh, okay. I'm just making a little sense.
The mind wants to go to a non-existent future.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a little better. I might get this. You never know.
But you have to understand, even that franticness and what you're feeling now, this wellness, that everything's just well, it's still this.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I'll keep talking. Yeah, it's making sense.
Yeah, it's all included,
Yeah,
even
it's
the
not
franticness.
right.
Beautiful.
It's not separate. That feeling of being well and that feeling of being frantic, it's still this. It's still this energy, still this aliveness.
Okay.
Is there still a belief anywhere that the moon has an effect on our emotions? Is there still a belief anywhere there in anybody?
So
I believe it.
that's a great question. So
Because it's new moon tonight.
yeah, you could say, see, that's in a way you get to have your cake and eat it too, right? Like when you realize your true nature, suddenly the dream, the show is amazing. It's just it's unpredictable. It's got everything. It's boring.
It's
It's fun.
magical. And
Yeah, it's all of it.
yeah,
But it's seen as a show. It's no
exactly.
longer seen as you.
Correct.
Yeah, it's not even happening to you. It's just happening.
I was noticing something earlier. This is kind of off topic, but whatever. So, when Nina, is that your name?
Yes.
Nina was feeling like overstimulated. I've noticed that like people feel compassion and empathy to things that they mostly experience themselves. So if they experience these kind of things, they feel that kind of compassion towards other people because they understand that that's painful to them. So like I hardly ever feel like overstimulated by energy. Like I more just want to join in, join the chaos, and I find it enjoyable. And then you just become aware of that. But then like you just everyone has their own way of experiencing the world, and you can sometimes you only become aware of the own way that you experience it, and you sometimes become empathetic to others because you think that they experience it similarly. And it's cool to see like everyone experiences it differently. It's like you kind of have to have this awareness of all the different ways and be empathetic towards that and consider it, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah. Honor everyone's experiences. But yeah, at the same time, I want to honor mine as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, I'm,
Yep.
it's hard to explain without saying me, but
Mm-hmm.
Just do it.
like, not, there's no sacrifice
Mm-hmm.
of well-being.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Beautiful.
You did that for so long, having to sacrifice how you felt to make everyone else feel comfortable, and now you get to honor.
Yeah.
What you're feeling,
And
whatever
and
seems to be
that was
happening.
just all conditioning. It's
Yeah.
all just conditioning.
Right.
And there's just a noticing of it now. There lots of anger came up and lots of sadness, but that's all behind in the past now.
A
It
lot
could
of
be interesting being like around like autistic people because autistic people have this whole experience of life and they'll say something about how they're feeling right now. And it sounds like you don't experience that, so you could easily dismiss it. But if you just connect to their feelings and realize they're being very serious right now and they need you to listen to them, it's like you're considerate to another perspective,
yeah,
how this life can be seen, you know?
yeah,
It's interesting.
yeah. You can notice how the
Yeah.
conditioning happens in a different way. It doesn't happen. It seems here but you listen to it somewhere else and it's like, wow, that's pretty amazing. Instead of cutting them off, like it seemed to happen here, it's like that's not how it happens, and because I'm only looking at it from this perspective. But listening to them and listening to how they was explaining how even how they experienced empathy just blew me away because I was like, wow, that's a whole different way, and of course it could be experienced differently. Of course it can. It's there's no limit to how it might be experienced, and that seemed to open up a lot more here to where I wanted to hear now. I wanted to hear what people were
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and that's what makes even having like one-on-ones and stuff like that very beautiful, having private conversations like that, because then I can actually hear someone explain it in a different way that I've never heard it before and really drop into that experience. It's like I'm being shared into that experience, and it like opens up the conditioning here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That is so
So
beautiful,
many different
Gregory.
ways.
So beautiful. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah, there's an opportunity on with one-on-ones to go really deep,
Yeah,
super, super
super
deep.
deep.
And
Yeah,
that there's a desire here for that.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll just tell you, when I do
Mm-hmm.
one-on-ones, I just you just is just to tell a story, but it's almost as if it's just holding a frequency, and then the person has
Mm-hmm.
story to tell, it will come out, and I'll just kind of nod, like I won't really comment a whole lot, and it's sort of like blah, like, and then they get to the emptiness themselves once
Yeah.
the story they feel like someone's actually listening to them.
Yeah, the clarity comes on their own. They comes directly from their own direct experience of seeing what's actually unfolded. They got a space to where they can
Yeah.
express it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot
And
of people that are really busy in their mind, they don't really have the capability to hold space
Right.
and
Mm-hmm.
to actually endure silence. They can't stand it. And, I have sisters. And as soon as there's like 3 seconds of silence, it's like they have to break it.
Yeah.
And it never gives me a chance it to 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 express. So
Yeah.
I'm more or less always the one listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a very like low key, almost like blue vibe kind of person, like that low key kind of vibe, you know.
Mm.
And other people have a different energy.
Yeah. You know, many people feel awkward in silence, and I love it. I love being in the silence. But I remember that feeling of feeling awkward, like I had to speak in that moment. Oh, there's too much silence going on. We're supposed to be talking.
Yeah.
maybe I can close out by telling you guys a story. I don't think I've ever shared this story, but it's a vague memory of I'm guessing he was like either a great grandfather or a great uncle. It was just an old man. Like he kind of looked like a rabbi, basically, in the suit. And he took me, I was really young. I don't remember, maybe 3 or 4 years old. And all I remember is him taking me to a bridge, and he reached into his pocket and he pulled out a handful of pebbles, and he handed some to me. And we just started tossing the pebbles off the
I
bridge into the water. And I never had had so much fun.
Mm,
thought you were about to say you tossed them at each other.
uh,
No, we just started like playfully, and it was more just the two of us enjoying like the fun for like no particular reason, like the simple things. And so it's
mhm.
like when you begin to just enjoy the simple things, like
Yeah.
being able to get up in the morning.
The bed is too comfy.
At your own pace. Going at our own pace. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, listen to your own, that's beautiful. Listen to your own tune.
Mhm.
Love that.
Get
To
tuned
name
up.
that, name that this video that listen to your own tune. I think
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
beautiful. That's kind of
Yeah.
the vibes I've
I
really
love
received
that.
today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
eventually don't listen to anyone else. Nobody else can know but you what's right for you. Thank you guys.
Thank
Thank you
you so
so
much,
much.
everyone.
Love each and every one of you. Mwah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.